think we're back. I think we're back.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
if
we're
you,
good.
if you get, I think the YouTube stream will just be dead now, but whatever.
Oh, I think the Twitch stream is down too. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
well, hold on.
Yeah,
Let
the
me.
stream. Oh,
Oh, there we go.
it's back.
There
It's
you go.
back. We're
It's
good.
back?
We're good.
All right, let me see if the YouTube stream. Yeah, the YouTube stream
This
ended.
happened to me when I streamed the other day.
I don't know if it'll properly restart the YouTube stream, but oh well. We'll just continue on. Yeah, your guys' closing thoughts on the season.
Take it away, Waffle.
Stream. but
It's pretty much like it's mid. I don't really. It's nothing gonna draw people back. I never expected it to draw people back. I think fans were placing too much hope on the game. I think 343 poorly marketed it. It's not like a savior for the game. It's not like I really think they should have marketed it as like an Operation Health kind of thing with Siege, because Siege had so many issues, and they literally dedicated an entire season of the game to just fixing things, and that worked really well for what it was. I wish 343 did the same thing. I think they would have had support from players with like, they would have been fine with, oh, this is only a 30 tier pass. 30 tiers is not going to be enough to last players. How long is this season? 4 months? Like, it's not enough. I think if they marketed it a bit differently, it would have had a better reception from players, because expectations were already so high, and I don't think the player reception in the next few months is going to be good.
No. And I'm just going to call it what it is. This whole update was pointless without the custom games browser.
Yep.
It's just pointless. There's just no purpose.
It's just half-assed.
Well, now that the winter update's out, Forge is here. It didn't revive the game like some people claimed. We can move the goalpost, and season 3 will be Halo Infinite's real final chance. That's going to be its last chance now, and then that's not going to revive the game either. And then we'll move the goalpost again to season 4, and that'll just that'll be the trend. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cannot wait. It doesn't feel like winter where I am, thankfully. Naming it Winter Update was like a big shock to me. I literally went out in shorts and a t-shirt today.
Perfect. Global warming's helping you out. All right, so that's the winter update, everyone. It is what it is. There were a few non-winter update things I wanted to hit real fast. I won't keep you guys too long. So we've been going for 2 hours. Plus the YouTube stream died, and it started a new stream on its own, and other people don't know to go over there. And the fucking like chat box that I'm in, I'm not logged into, so I can't even tell them to go to the new one. And I tried to open up the stream on YouTube, and the chat box doesn't exist anymore. So those guys are just lost.
That is.
We've lost the viewers. Unrelated to the winter update. So Twitch streams are nice when it disconnects and it reconnects, like you don't lose all your viewership. But since YouTube streams are specifically tied to like one link, when it disconnects and it reconnects, it starts a new fucking stream, and none of those viewers transfer over. So A+ YouTube, W YouTube. Oh well. Okay. Anyways, so. Recently, I don't remember which day, was the 10-year anniversary of Halo 4, one of the greatest Halo games of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And they are, I don't think it's added yet, but I don't know when the fuck it's being added, but they're adding in theater mode actually for campaign, and I believe Spartan Ops for Halo 4, which is fucking weird. Like that they're adding them to the game now, but that's kind of cool. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a huge Halo 4
somebody
fan.
modded that a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
And now they're officially, I forget who did it, but now they're officially adding campaign theater for Halo 4. Yeah, that is random, but I guess it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little update for 343's best game they've ever made.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Dude, I used to meme like Halo 4 was terrible, but it is by far like the most competent product that 343 has ever made. Like, it was the most complete, and it just had some weird ass design choices that I wouldn't have went with, but like it was the best of the 343 games. So I don't know, cool to see for its 10-year anniversary they're doing something for. It's cool to see that MCC continues to like add stuff. I wish they would add more stuff. Like I wish they allowed modders to add more into the game. Like when when Left 4 Dead 2 had that entire update that was just modders that created it.
Yeah.
I wish we
God.
just got that on like a bi-yearly basis for MCC with maps and like campaign stuff. That would be so sick. Unfortunately, I don't think there's enough people on the MCC team to like facilitate that, but I wish there was more people on the MCC team and less people on the Infinite team, but that's just me because I'm a fucking boomer. So legitimately, if Halo 3 got seasonal updates every 3 or 4 months, I'd probably just play that instead of ever touching Infinite again in my life. But unfortunately, I can only stomach so much of the same Halo 3 for the past, like, I don't know, 15 years, so.
Nah, I mean, I think MCC is cool. We're going where it is. I do hope we get more modded stuff like that. I know, like, I feel like every game does that now when they sort of, or game with mod support, they sort of reach their end and they add like a mod loader or something. I know Terraria did that and it blew up again with mod support. I'd love to see that with MCC, but I think it's
I
sort
think
of
the biggest issue they need to get over though is that every time they update MCC, it breaks half the mods.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
That's
Fortunate. Modders be out here putting in the work though, like keeping that game alive though. I think the only reason I jump back in MCC is for mods.
Yeah, I just wish it was easier to play multiplayer mods. Campaign mods are easy because you only have to get like a couple people to download them or just play it by yourself. But multiplayer mods are still just such a pain, man. Like trying to get everyone to fucking download them. Like, dude, if that game would have had proper mod support and Steam Workshop integration when it dropped, I think MCC would be a lot bigger than it is today. But unfortunately, unfortunately, that's the 343 special where like mod tools came after after Infinite was already out. Like, it was way too late.
Yep.
So yeah.
Do any of us think Halo Infinite will like ever see like a true revival
No.
that lasts longer than a couple days? Whether that's with the battle royale or something else. Yeah, I don't think
the
it will
only
either.
way that happens is if they just stop doing updates, pretend like they don't exist, and then come back with some crazy huge campaign expansion with a battle royale desync fixed.
The
that'll never
only
happen.
the only world where Infinite has a revival is if they Final Fantasy like 14 it. Is that the MMO?
Yeah.
Where basically, they did that. They had an MMO that wasn't very well received. They basically just let it fucking exist in limbo. It was still online, but it just sat there. And then they redeveloped the entire game and then put it out.
Wow.
And it's now the biggest MMO in the world. That's the only way I see Halo Infinite existing, is if they just 343 literally just stopped doing anything for the next year or two, completely reworked the game so it worked properly, added in a shit ton of content and a BR mode or like an extraction mode or whatever the fuck they add, and just relaunched the game, like, and just called it Halo Infinite 2.0 or something like that. That's the only way. Like these little seasonal updates, adding 2 maps and a gun and an equipment and a playlist that no one will play after a week, will never ever revive this game.
Hey, don't forget,
it's just
the
a
gun
drip
that they're-
feed. That
Yeah, and the gun's already finished, by the way. Let's not forget that.
I mean, the gun's been finished for God knows how long, so yeah. So that's that. Oh, I guess on that topic, did the obviously we don't know the jump in Xbox numbers yet, but how did the winter update perform, like compared to what you
On
guys
Steam?
thought? Yeah, on Steam.
the highest I saw was like 12,300. That's the
Yeah,
highest
no,
I saw.
yeah, it did, but I mean, like compared to what you thought, is that where you thought it would be?
Yeah, it did what I thought. I thought between 10
Yeah,
to
that's about what I thought.
15,000.
Yeah.
But
It did a bit better than I thought. I was a bit cynical about it, but I think 10K is reasonable.
Yeah, I mean the problem is, so like day 1 hit 12.5, day 2 hit like 10 point something, and we're on day 3. We're on day 3 now, right? Let me pull this up.
yeah.
So like day 3 is at day 3 hit 10K barely, but you can already see like day 1 to day 2 was like 2K drop off. Day 2 to day 3 wasn't too drastic, but like, how long does this increase in players even last? I mean, I give it like 3-4 weeks, and it's totally back to this previous number.
And I do want to say that Infinite got up to the 23rd spot of most played on Xbox.
Well, that usually lags behind a few days. I don't know how the fuck that website works, but I think you'll notice it make a jump up here in a couple days.
I don't know. I'm just on the Xbox right now. That's
Yeah.
what it
Well, I
shows.
think it was at that spot before, so I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know how that website works, but which is like part of the problem for using it for anything is because it's very very weird.
For reference, season 2, I think we hit max was 21,000 players on Steam. On Steam,
Yeah.
of course. I have to specify on Steam, or else the r/shit Halo says guys are gonna come after us. So I can't wait to see this clipped and put on their
Well,
website.
I just look at it this way: Dead by Daylight has 30,000 players on Steam, and I know that population's bigger than what it is on console.
Well, oh my god, one thing that I hate is that I opened the wrong thing. I swear to God, if one more person, I don't know why I keep saying it like this, but like people love to look at the Xbox most played website. Let me just pull it up on stream. And they look at some of the games on here, and specifically Rainbow Six Siege. They pull up Rainbow Six Siege, which is way the fuck above Halo Infinite. But at one point they look, there's like 10 games in between these two. But at one point they would compare these two and they'd be like, well, Infinite's near Siege, and people think Siege is like a healthy game. And it's like, yeah, because Siege has a fucking PlayStation player base and a PC player base. The player base for Halo Infinite on PC is like 3,000 players. Like, this isn't even comparable. Yeah. This is the home console of Halo, and the shit's fucking like plummeting down the list. Siege is a fucking third-party game that isn't even like an Xbox game. It's not even that big on Xbox, and it's still way better. Or like, my biggest thing is, so like if you look at the Steam most played games, the big chart, right? When you think of a big AAA game that drops a new season, that shit's top 5, right? Apex, usually when it drops a new season, I mean, it's still top 5, and it recently dropped a new season. But Halo Infinite drops a new season, and it like barely peaked top 70.
It's not even there. It's not even there.
Well, no, it's currently right now. Let's see.
I'll keep scrolling.
Come on.
I found it. It's at the 83rd spot on Steam, and we're 2 days into a brand new update. We're
lovely.
And remember, this is Halo, which was like the biggest game at one point in time. Like it was like, this is Halo. Like, it's insane, man. This is terrible.
Yeah.
And we got indie games like Unturned with workshop support.
Oh, yeah. Unturned is fucking popping off. Look at this. Look at this thing. 13th most played game on Steam. This shit's just chugging along. It's just going up. It's not even losing players. It's just chugging along, gaining players all the time.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
But yeah, you look at like a game like Apex, which released on Steam, and it wasn't necessarily huge on Steam at first. I mean, it was like 100K players, right? But look at this. Every new season, 300K, 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 392K, 400K, 500K, 500K. And it's like, we drop a new update and we're like happy. We're like, hey, we hit 10K, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 10K is pretty good.
10K is pretty good.
Halo's back, man.
10K is pretty good. So like MW2 on Steam, which like isn't even, the MW2's on everything, right? It's on Steam, it's on Battle.net, it's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation, and it's still almost hit 300K, right? So,
yeah.
This game's already made like the most out of any COD game, I think.
Yeah.
And it hasn't even released its store.
Yeah, that shit's insane.
That's insane. Yeah.
But yeah, so okay. That's kind of the player base where it's at, kind of what we think about it. I guess I thought it would hit 10K. It hit 12.5K, so I would say it basically hit what I thought it would. Like I said, I think most of those players are gone in a couple weeks because the forgers, they're back, right? They're gonna go ham for months now making creations, but the problem is like the casual people that have relaunched the game, they're not gonna stick around because they don't have anything new to do. They have 2 new forge maps and matchmaking and a shitty game mode that's a rotational game mode that's gone in 2 weeks. There's nothing else new for these players, and most people aren't gonna fuck with trying to do LFG and that stuff.
Yeah, you're forgetting about Match XP. That's the real. It's the real.
I mean, Match XP is very nice, but it's not something that's going to keep people around.
What do you mean, man? It's pulling in numbers. 10K players for Match XP.
Oh yeah, the max XP is so good. I completed my pass the first day.
To be fair, I also did that, but I don't even mind. But all right, I didn't want to talk a little bit about HCS Season 2. Obviously, that hasn't started quite yet, but will be coming up quite soon. Recently, 343 announced Complexity as the new partnered org, and I wanted to talk about that because I don't know, man. 343. Okay. So they pushed an org. So Complexity is a very big org. They have backing from the Dallas Cowboys. It makes sense why you would want an org like this in your video game. But it just makes me sad because Complexity has done nothing for this fucking game. They have a dog shit ass team that barely can make worlds and not win a single map. And they don't do anything. They don't have content creators other than like Hunter JJX, who like technically is a streamer for them, but like that shit doesn't even count. Like Complexity has done nothing for Halo, right?
Yep.
But they have the Cowboys behind them and they have money. Compared to an org like KCP that like actively wanted Halo to succeed, was doing cool shit in the Halo scene, and they got pushed out. And instead, Complexity is gonna fund another dog shit ass lineup for the next year and probably leave the game. Like,
that's exactly what's gonna happen.
I get why they got picked, but like orgs like Complexity and Fnatic and like even G2 to a certain degree, like these are big orgs that are in the game, but they do nothing for the fucking game because they don't give a fuck about the game. They're only here for the cynical reason that they put skins in the store, and if Halo was to pop off, maybe they would care a little bit. But like all of these teams, they're putting zero effort into content, zero effort into running anything. Like at least Optic is running a tournament, or SSG does a lot with content, and they're gonna run their little Forge event. Like at least those orgs are doing something. But like some of these big orgs literally just get a free spot to be a partner team because they're a big org, and then they do absolutely nothing. They literally have dog shit competitive rosters that like barely make top 16 at events, and you're like, all right, sick, good job, guys. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It frustrates me.
It is, because there's just so many better orgs out there who are just endlessly dedicating time to doing everything they can to make Halo a better place for the community. And then you get like E United, they like just drop all their Halo content creators.
Yeah, that's a good one to talk about. E United dropped their entire roster and all their content creators. They're fucking gone. Or if they pick up a roster, it's going to be some dog shit roster, right? What the fuck has E United done for this game? But they're a partnered org, right? They employed literally the only good thing E United did, and it wasn't even good, was they fucking had that weird drama where they put Spartan on the bench and they wouldn't release him from his contract. That's what E United accomplished in Halo. Good fucking job,
bad.
E United. I'm so glad you were here.
And they're going to have a terrible team because from what I understand, they're under contract for one more season. So I think they have to field a team. I don't know if they have a choice.
I think you're right about that. They do have to field a team, but I'm not sure. I think HCS Season 2 is just going to be really grim. I don't think it's going to be much for players. I think we're going to just see more orgs pull out. I know Season 1 was like pretty good by HCS standards, and like I think the team who runs HCS did a really good job. But my hopes aren't up. Like I don't think this game is going to do well competitively. It's not seeing enough growth to foster like an actual competitive community, and I think we'll see a lot of like setbacks for HCS this year. But I hope I'm wrong. I really do.
Yeah, I think so. While I dislike the direction that HCS has gone with partnered teams, I will say for the most part, like their events are pretty cool and they've done a pretty decent job. And they are just hampered by the fact that the game sucks ass. Like, you can't do much as an esport when the game is literally hemorrhaging 95+% of its players, because you need players equal viewers equal players equal viewers. Like, it's a cycle, and you can only do so much based off of like production value and stuff like that. And cynically, I think that's the reason, if I can pull it up, that the roadmap only has one major announced, and that's because I honestly they took away the crowdfunding for Worlds, right?
Yeah.
I think a reason that the roadmap only has the one major is because I don't know if there's anything set in stone for the rest of the year, because we had the whole first year announced ahead of time, but now we have an Optic LAN, which like is just an invitational. We have an SSG Spartan Showdown, which I think is just an online event, and then you have the major in Charlotte, and you have nothing else. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the year ends up super toned back compared to year one. And obviously I feel for all those players that have like put their like time and effort into trying to be nothing but a Halo competitive player. But like you said, I think it's grim. I think every team that isn't a partnered org either drops rosters or basically isn't paying salaries by the end of this year.
Yep. Agreed.
So yeah, I think that does it. Unless you guys have any other topics that you want to talk about.
I think I'd like to quickly bring up that the Halo account tweeted out and advertised some kind of like collector's edition for the
saw
Halo
that.
TV show.
Yeah.
And it's $49.99, which is the exact price of MCC. So if any of you were considering that, go buy MCC instead, or like buy it for a friend. Like it's just
They'd have
so
to
bad.
pay me to accept that.
100%.
Like,
Dude.
are you kidding me? Like,
It was hot garbage.
Is it this thing? No, this is
Yeah.
It's
you'll
this?
see it.
No, this is
No,
Halo
it's not.
4.
No, it's
Is
a
it?
collector's edition.
It's like a
Oh,
just
I
go on
found
their
it.
profile and you'll see it.
I found it. Yeah, that's sick, dude. You get shit, boys. You get the
Hey.
limited edition 4K Ultra HD Steelbook.
Yeah,
Holy
Steelbook,
fucking
man.
shit, boy. Oh
I mean,
my
get ready
God.
to fight for your life. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
fight to sit through that. So
Oh,
I
man.
mean, they're not wrong.
Did
Yeah.
you guys see that meme account? Because like Twitter's a fucking mess now,
Oh,
and
yeah.
anyone could just
Oh.
buy a verification badge. But there was the meme Halo account that announced like, "Hey, we have a new Halo Infinite campaign DLC. You'll now get to play through the events of Silver Team." This is the legit account, Pyre. This is you
I
can
hope
tell.
so.
You can tell it's a legit account because if you click on it and you click on the badge, it'll say it has like a real verification, where the other verifications will say like purchased by Twitter Blue.
They actually brought back
Ooh.
the official badge now. So if you eat like Assassin's Creed on your screen, to the right where it says you might like,
Oh,
they
it
have
says
the
official.
official badge now.
Oh
yeah.
shit, yeah, that's actually good.
You know,
They
it's
brought that back like
funny
an hour
that you
ago, I
say
think.
that because I seen what Bungie tweet out. The Destiny account got the official badge, but their actual Bungie account didn't get the official badge. They didn't
probably
qualify.
going-
They're not official.
They didn't
probably still-
qualify.
You know, they're like, how? How does this work?
2.8
We
mil.
own this.
That's jokes.
Do they
That's
got
funny.
it now?
No, they don't. It doesn't say official.
Oh,
Damn.
that's funny.
L for
Destiny
Bungie.
says official. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I think it happened because like a bunch of companies were getting like posts. Like this one pharmaceutical company, they made a parody account saying insulin is now free, and like everybody likes it.
Saw
I forgot
that.
their name, but it's pretty fucking funny.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
That is funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if any viewers have questions, we'll do a couple before I end the stream. If anyone's still around. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much this episode of the State of Halo podcast. I would tell you guys I plan on doing these on a more regular basis, but unfortunately, like there just isn't things to talk about in Halo on a regular basis. So, I mean, in all reality, I think the next State of Halo podcast is probably season 3, or if they put out a new roadmap.
See you in March.
So
Or
yeah.
we can discuss the Halo TV show. You know, just a breakdown per episode. You
Yeah,
know,
no
our
thank,
thoughts and
no thank
reactions.
you. I do have some plans, guys. I know I've messaged Jared, and I think BHB. I don't fucking remember, but I do have some plans to maybe try and turn this into like a somewhat regular thing, but like to just do one-off episodes on like various topics. So like the one that I think I pitched originally, and I haven't scheduled or done anything else with it, was like basically we would just do a podcast talking about like the basically just the greatest multiplayer shooters of all time, and we would all bring like a list of our favorites and we just discuss it for like an hour or two. So stuff like that I do want to try and bring you guys, because I know you guys like the podcast. Unfortunately, I'm lazy and I don't do things very well, so that's why you instead get one podcast every like 2 months, and then I read comments for the next 2 months asking when the next podcast is gonna be. So I think that's gonna be it. I don't really see any questions. Well, I guess I don't know if there's any questions on YouTube because I lost that chat when it crashed. So if you're watching on YouTube and you've been commenting, I'm sorry, I legitimately can't see it. You can just blame YouTube. And yeah, oh, there is. See, yeah, they found it. There you go. All right, well, there's the YouTube viewers. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry the YouTube stream got mega scuffed when it crashed. Yeah, everyone else, thanks for watching. We'll go find someone to raid.
Awesome.
Let's go see who we can
Yeah.
find.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys
Don't
go
play
follow. Jared is making his transition into being a games reviewer, so you guys should all go follow him because he actually makes good videos, and they're not Halo, and that's good because it's better that way. But yeah, here's his channel. Make sure you guys go follow his new channel. Waffle runs Halo, or I don't know
Yeah, I do
exactly.
run it.
Okay, Waffle runs
Yeah,
Halo Hub,
pretty
so
much.
I'm sure you guys all know who Halo Hub is. So
Yeah,
You
you guys
probab-
can drop a follow if you want. I know the state of the game doesn't make you want to see too much, but if you can, go for it.
yeah, for sure. I'd probably already follow you, honestly, if we're being real. But
Oh, sure.
if you don't follow Halo Hub, follow them. They tweet cool stuff, and I think they're working on some cool things. So yeah. Other than that, I don't think there's much. Oh yeah, BHB streamed yesterday, so everyone should give him a round of applause because he's back, baby. That was his first
My
stream
yearly
of 2022.
stream?
First
Let's
stream
go.
of 2022. So
Time for the 24-hour Octagon.
Oh yeah.
no, dude,
Wow.
24-hour Halo Infinite Octagon. Someone donate BHB
no.
some money to make that happen. I just want to see if he
How
would
many
go
times will
mentally
my game
insane.
crash? Like, I don't know.
Your game would crash. You'd be like desyncing all over the place.
The
server-
game, it'll get permanently desynced. The game.
You'll just be doing no damage. But all right, peace out, everyone. Thanks for watching.